Kids will soon be here. Nothing plus nothing will always be nothing. Your mother doesn't want you. Your father doesn't want you. You're garbage. You're trash. All you are is garbage. And that's what they were told all their life. And these guys sell them. And I looked at Chrissy and I said, how many can we fit in the house? And she said, 3. And that day I had to choose 3. And I chose Dasha, Nadia, that's Dasha when she was, well, what's happened to you, Dasha? My Lord, you've gone downhill since that picture. And Natalie right here. And Nadia is in Moldova right now in a youth camp. She's the head girl in the work in Moldova. Have you a picture of Nad's, Andrew? There you go. That is Nadia, and she is an amazing woman of God. And I had no idea when I picked the 3 off the bench that day that all the years, 9 years later almost, they'd still be in my life and now be the pillars of the work that we do. Now that's what I call work that remains. That's what I call building on solid ground. So these kids, I turned 15 away that day. You imagine having to turn 15 girls out and say, I can't take you. Last week, in 1 week, how many did I say came back? We had 15 kids come back in 1 week. And they said, we have nowhere to go. Can you take us in? And we literally, in a matter of days, we rented 2 new houses. We hired another set of house parents. We don't have the money, but we've got the faith to believe God for it. And but what I'm saying is I lost 15 there. This week I gained 15. And at the end of the week, 1 more came, so there was 16. So we've increased our numbers by 16 kids this week that we are going to disciple, get them saved, get them discipled, and turn them into missionaries as well. This girl here, you can hardly see her, way at the back. Her name is Valentina. She left that photograph, went back to her mother. She says, can I come home? And her mother said, I don't want you. You have no place in my life. And she left that picture and was put out. She ended up in Greece, and then in Cyprus, trafficked. And the last time Natalie found her, then spoke to her on Russian Facebook, she was in China. And they asked her, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you? And she says, I've been used, I was taken to a place one day and used by 95 men in a day. And the difference between Valentina and Natalie and Dasha and Nadia is a bed. And that's what we do. We provide beds for these kids, show them the love of God, and they become missionaries. And so Nadia and Natalie and Nadia and Dasha, what do you do these days, Dad?
I'm a student
Oh, yes, student.
of University of Montgomery.
She is War Eagle right here. None of this Roll Tide stuff with us, thank you very much. You're all War Eagle. Your football is the dumbest game I ever saw in my life. Frankly. If it isn't real football, like Barcelona plays and Manchester United plays, it's the dumbest game I've ever seen. Your hats on, you kill each other. The ball doesn't even roll properly. It's all funny. And you call it football, and you only kick it when you lose it. Yeah, when you punt it away. It's never mind. I'm not bitter, but it's just something. It's something I just don't understand. But we are here, and I want you to know that these kids, every one of their lives is a miracle. Your name is?
Galina.
Galina was abandoned by her mom and dad when she was 3 years of age, put in an orphanage, and left. Couldn't see the blackboard, so every year in school they told her, you're stupid. You're stupid. And all she knew was a pair of glasses. And when I found her sitting, a big kid amongst little kids, I said, what's wrong with this? Who cares? And when she got a pair of glasses, she went, and she traveled a number of years ago and then went back, went back to the orphanage where she came from, the one I found her in, that she spent 12 years of her life in before I found her. and spent 5 more years as a house mom, living in the same rooms as she was in when I found her. Slept on a sofa. To be a mom to kids just like she was when she was deserted in the orphanage. That's more of a Christian than I am. And she just come over. I'm so proud of you. Isn't you lovely?
Yeah.
And you are?
Tanya.
Tanya. Her mom, her dad never wanted her, had nothing to do with her. And her mom worked in a little one-room store in this village. And people would come in with no money, and she'd give them some bread and give them some stuff. And one day the guy that owned the store came in and did the books and discovered that there was $500 missing. Because her mom hadn't stolen anything, she just helped poor folk out and they were to pay her back when they could. And they put her mom in jail for 6.5 years. And she ended up in the orphanage. Never heard I love you, neither did Galena. Never heard, never was hugged. And we found her. And she goes home 3 weeks. She's leaving us to go back to Moldova, and I am not a happy camper at all. She makes my tea. I'm British and I love tea. And every 5 minutes, do you want a cup of tea, Dad? And I just don't know, because none of these guys will ever give me a cup of tea, the Lord knows. And so I just don't like this at all. I told you with Dasha, where were you 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, or like a month ago.
Sorry, a month ago. Time flies when you're as busy as I am.
China.
She was in China. The girl went on a school trip to China with all of her. Isn't that crazy? And so she's walked in the Great Wall of China. That's more than I have. And you are? Irina Miku. And she, along with Tanya, is leaving me as well. And she's going back to go to Bible school. And I am not a happy camper at all. These aren't orphans. They're my life. And I'm selfish. I know I'm selfish. I just hate them going. And tell them how you found us.
Yeah, my name is Irina. I'm 19 years old.
Okay.
And, yeah, 19.
No.
I thought you said 10. You're allowed to speak better English.
What did you hear? I'm 19. And I have 2 older sisters and a younger brother. That's my sister and brother. My older sister is married. And when I was 4, my dad died of a heart attack. And for my mom, it was very hard to take care of us. She tried her best, but it was really hard. So after a while, she got a really bad disease too. And it was my older sister's birthday, and somebody had to stay with my mom home because of her illness. And we chose my sister Janika to stay home with our mom. But my mom wasn't allowed to have water, and she begged her for a glass of water. And my sister gave her water and she died. Everybody from my family used to blame my sister that she killed our mom. So my sister ran away and was hit by a car. It was a miracle that she survived, because she spent like more than 5 years in the hospitals. But after a while, she was in the college and she went into a Christian camp where she met a girl from the Orphans' house. And she came home one day and asked me if I want to go with her. And I said yes. And from that day on, God started to work in my heart and started to change my life. I met a family that is my family. They gave me the first hug and they told me they love me and they saw potential in me that no one ever seen. And I'm really thankful and I'm really blessed because I'm here today by the grace of God. So I encourage you guys to look for what God has in store for you. Thank you.
Amen. I'm crazy. And she's leaving me. What? Lord help me. I don't know. You just wait. And we're counting down the weekends now. You know, it was 10's a long time away. Now and we're thinking, oh my Lord, how is going to happen? And there's 2 more girls coming from Orphans over to change up with them. And we travel all the time because the vision is growing. One of the terrible things that we've discovered, that these girls, when they leave the orphanage and are taken by the traffickers, they take them out of Moldova by road to a city called Odessa in the Ukraine. And from Odessa, they get false travel documents and they ship them all over the world. Tens of thousands of them. A couple of years ago, I was coming back with my wife Chrissy, and we went through Atlanta, and the immigration guy, we asked you where we've been and stuff. And I said, we've been in Moldova. And he says, honestly? I said, yeah. So we just come back, we do mission work there. So are you kidding me? I says, I'm thinking, oh Lord, what have I done? And he says, I've just been transferred up from the Caribbean, and we intercepted a container. You know those containers, the big metal boxes of the ship? They intercepted a container in the Caribbean with 38 Moldovan girls in it, shipped from Odessa in the Ukraine.